Well, good evening and welcome to Sunday Night Live. It's just me. Yeah, it's just me tonight. I've got no Paul. He's unavailable this evening. So let's crack on with tonight's show. We'll firstly look at your weather pictures. Let's go straight onto the Facebook page. All right, weather fans. Let's screen share that. So this is from Chaz from Filed Sand Dunes from earlier today. Which looks really quite nice actually. Wish I was there by the sea, but live in the Midlands, we just see, well, rivers really. Really good photos there by Chaz. I'll come to that in just a moment. That's what I posted earlier on. This is from Darren. Hi guys, here's a lightning bolt I got last week in Australia. It was right above my head and scared the hell out of me. Oh, that is a nice shot. Thank you for sharing that, Darren. And here's a link to my channel on the video footage of that bolt if you'd like to have a look, which I'll take a look after the show tonight. I've just realised I forgot to do something, haven't I? The banner. There we go. It's got full screen. There we go. As you can tell, still can't shift this cough I've had since about the start of December. Where am I? There we go. So this is from Lewis from, I believe it was from this morning before some of the rain and showers hit. The sky is definitely looking quite dark there. This is from Louise. Got a lovely late afternoon formation in the London area. Really nice to see. I think this was taken yesterday, I believe. And Andy saying it was mild on the side of the country, a bit of a breeze as well. Still under mild air across the country at the moment. But not. It's not been as warm today with the showers we've had. This is lovely pictures from Geraldine. Can't work out if that's a river or a lake in the distance, but it's a very nice picture. Thank you for sharing. Also, another one from Geraldine as well. Andy Stone's right in the centre of the scunthorpe, but slashing it down. No. Oh, yes. That must have happened after when I went to bed, actually, on, I think, Friday night, was it? It was certainly wet here during the night as well. I'm not sure if there's any rumbles of thunder on that. I need to check back on that. That's from the Thursday Night Live. That's from Chaz in Blackpool. It's a Blackpool Tower somewhere nearby. And a picture there from Chaz in Blackpool. That looks like it's on the wrong side of the wall there. It should be down in the sea. I've got a very soft spot for Blackpool. I think which goal I think will be pleased about anyway. So lovely pictures there from Blackpool. Another one from Andy there. Like frost there, a bit of ice from the 3rd of January. That's a nice formation of ice there on the car. It's been that mild recently. I forget what snow and ice looks like. And that was the banner, obviously, for New Year. And that was from Andrew on the way home to Exmouth at 5:45 p.m. And one from Vicky at Rushton. A nice cloud formation there. Trying to disguise itself as a funnel cloud, but it unfortunately isn't. Does look nice though. Ooh. And from Chaz there from the 1st of January. Oh, that is a really nice picture there. These sand dunes around the Blackpool area. And there was some lighting round on the 1st of January. Okay, let's come off that sharing. How are we all doing tonight? Excuse me, I have to cough yet again. Right, I posted this morning from the Met Office. We believe we've got a yellow warning out, which is for Tuesday, which we'll bring up on the screen now from the good old Met. Let's refresh that. Don't know why I've got a grey screen. There we go. And for some reason, it's not letting me show the warning. It's not loading up on the screen. So what I'll do is just give me a moment. I'll head back to that post I did put on the Weather Fans page earlier on. So come on, that screen share, and I'll bring you back to that Facebook post. There we go. Should be back on the screen now from that post this morning. Yes, it is. So, yeah, this is the warning which was released from the Met Office this morning around about 11 o'clock. The write-up for this. So this area is affecting mostly northwestern England into Cumbria and perhaps the North Midlands into the Peak District. From the Met Office, outbreaks of rain will spread across England and Wales during Tuesday. This will be heaviest and most persistent across parts of northwest England, particularly over high ground. Rainfall totals of 60 to 80 millimeters could accumulate over parts of Cumbria. So it looks like it pops the western side of the Pennines. The Met Office yellow warning there. We'll take a look at the synoptic charts from the Met Office itself to see what's going on. Excuse me again while I cough about the 100th time in the last few days. Stop the sharing there. Let's have a look at the synoptic charts. So there we go. The latest charts from the Met Office. We've got deep area of low pressure just to the north of the UK, with these weather fronts bringing some showers or long spells of rain. On June Tuesday, this low is beginning to fill in, heading towards just the east of Iceland. There's still plenty of showers or long spells of rain around. We've still got some gusty winds coming from the northwest. Let's bring that a bit higher. As we head into Tuesday, excuse me again, a brief ridge of high pressure before the next weather front comes in from the southwest. Another area of low pressure coming in from the Atlantic. That weather front will cross the UK during Tuesday, bringing more milder air for a time before cold front sinks through during Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday. We're in a quite strong westerly wind there, plenty of showers out in the Atlantic. Will these head towards us? Let's have a look. Yep, beyond that will be plenty of showers around at the moment for Wednesday. Some of these could be heavy risk of having thunder. I don't know why this keeps stalling around 72 to 96 hours. That was some kind of glitch to have. Then we'll just see more weather fronts crossing the UK into Thursday as well, but we'll still maintain the mild theme with these westerly winds coming in from the Atlantic. Let's have a look at the GFS. Let's have a look at the latest run from the GFS. We'll have a look at the 850, which gives you an idea how cold or how mild the air is. So at the moment we've got plenty of cold air towards Russia and out towards Greenland. Relatively mild air, if not cooler of late, but all the mild air is just sitting towards the southwest. Going to Monday, I've still got plenty of strong winds around coming from the northwest. This low's been to fill in before the next one starts to move in through for Tuesday. There's that mild air moving back in. That warm front before the cold front moves in from the west during Tuesday. Still maintain these strong west to southwesterly winds. I'll have a look at the wind gusts in just a moment. Then on Wednesday, another warm front moves across the UK. Excuse me again. Before the cold front moves through again, we've got plenty of cold air still sitting towards the northwest and north. Let's just bring any of this cold air in. Also, we've got a bit of a cold plunge actually on this latest run, the GFS. Trying to get into northern Scotland on the northern flank of this low. Will that make any inroads? Let's have a look. Winds are very strong from the west there on Friday, so maybe some gale force winds across parts of the UK. So we're going to have a developing battleground with cold air transmitting from the north, and we've got this mild southwesterly coming in. So what happens here? Now, I'll say it's set up a bit of a vicious low towards the west, maybe. Some gale force and severe gales. We'll start seeing that warmer air push back up north again, displacing that cold air in the north. And what we've got here is high pressure, quite a strong air of high pressure towards the southwest here. And we'll still maintain these strong westerlies for next Sunday. Some cool air moves in for a time. Again, another strong air of low pressure moving in. Again, we could see gales or severe gales across the UK. The air is relatively cold. Then the winds switch to the northwest. Will we see this cold air move in, or will we going to see another push of westerlies to southwesterlies? So we could set up a bit of a battleground there with warm air transmoving from the southwest with cold air sitting towards the northeast. A bit of a ridge there. Now on this front, we've got it's like a little low there. It's developing there, bringing cool air back across the UK. Obviously, we're in the most unreliable time frame at the moment. And that's like trying to set up another southwest to southerly airflow there. but it could be a bit of a battleground with the cold air just sitting towards the north. Let's head back and have a look at the wind gusts, because we seem to be having plenty of winds round. So at the moment, there's a bit of a breeze round, not too strong at the moment, away from, southern coastal areas. Let's head into Tuesday. We'll see the winds picking up with this area of low pressure moving in from the west. Again, perhaps some coastal gales for Irish Sea coast and Southern Ireland. And also we've got a bit of a breeze forming there just off Norfolk here. So we're looking at wind speeds around about 40 to 50 mile per hour, perhaps inland as well. That clears off. The winds ease before that wind picks up again from the west. Again, perhaps coastal gales for Irish Sea coast, definitely into Ireland there. And I could have a spell of strong 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts across perhaps northwest England through Wednesday night into Thursday. We'll maintain our breezy spell through next week before the winds calm down for a time. Then potentially more wind will come through for next weekend. Again, we're getting to the more unreliable time frame. And that shows a bit of a really windy spell there for next Monday and Tuesday. We're really looking at gale force winds even across England and Wales itself, even England as well. So that's something we need to keep an eye on. Maybe some severe gales going across the UK. So perhaps looking 70, maybe 8 on some exposed areas. I couldn't think of the word then. But it looks like it gets stronger as it leaves the UK. So there's definitely something to watch there for next week. That on future weather runs, that could even just disappear completely. So we need to keep an eye on that for next week. So parts of Denmark and perhaps the Benelux countries there will perhaps see 70 to 80, maybe 90 per hour gusts there. I just won't go any further wind speeds at this time. So look, see how we did on the group. One person watching, hello to you. Let's head back to the charts. Let's have a look at the temperatures, see how they're looking. So through tomorrow, we're looking mid single digit temperatures, 6 or 7 degrees. So feeling cool of late. For the milder air moves from the southwest, we'll be back into double digits across much of England, Wales. Colder over Scotland. Then we're back to mid to high single digits for Wednesday. And into Thursday, milder air returns again. With much the UK away from Scotland, Northern Ireland will be into double digits. On Friday, that cold front will move back through. Temperatures back into the mid to high single digits. Then late on Saturday, we've got milder air moving back in again through Sunday into late Monday. When the cold front moves across the UK. And we're seeing a warm front coming through. So at the minute, which seems to be just typical westerly, really. Yeah, very changeable where you get your warm front and cold front moving afterwards. There'll be plenty of rain around, no doubt. So let's have a look at the rainfall. So this is not in high resolution, so that's why it looks a bit more than it should be. So we've got some showers around during tomorrow before the weather front moves in for Tuesday, where the Met Office has that yellow warning out for northwestern areas. So there's that warm front just there. Then we've got this cold front coming through late Tuesday into Wednesday. Then we're getting a spell of rain crossing the country like during Wednesday itself. And followed by another spell of rain or showers for Thursday as well. So for this week, we're looking quite unsettled, really. More spells of rain or showers with some gusty winds. So as you are, really, it's just nothing has really changed. We're keeping the westerlies, Atlantic, definitely in control. And so I've got a jet stream, see how powerful that is at the moment. Excuse me while I cough again. So yeah, got jet stream just slightly to our south at the moment. A little arm coming across the UK. And jet stream's just making a beeline for the UK, sending areas of low pressure as we're seeing on the charts to us. There was hints of low pressure perhaps moving across the south during the end of the week, but that's keeping the low pressure out into the Atlantic at the moment. We've got another strong arm of the jet stream coming through maybe for next week. Again, something new to keep an eye on, which then could develop that low pressure that we've seen, which could bring severe gales into some places. So yeah, at the minute we've just got the jet stream just darting towards us. They may be splitting towards the end of this run, but we're in the unreliable time frame at the moment on there. Stratospheric. Let's have a look at the stratosphere, see how that's looking at the moment. See if there's any hint of any stratospheric warming, which could in time bring some cold air down, but not always a guarantee. So we've got a bit of warming there towards like Asia side of the stratosphere. The polar vortex is clearly strongly in charge at the moment, under a little bit of pressure of that slight warming. But the PV is fully just in control. So no signs of any warming at this stage. So we should maintain the strong polar vortex at the moment. So no signs of SSW, stratospheric warming. Let's go back, see if everything's ticking to be on the page. It is indeed. Next thing I'll have a look at, actually, see if what the 6 o'clock run was looking at this morning. See if it's similar. Let's see if it's showing any different storms that wasn't shown on the latest run. So it's on the 6 o'clock run this morning. Let's bring that down a bit more so you see more of the chart. And that's also been more low pressure towards the UK. Is this bringing a bit of a storm from Monday into Tuesday? It's bringing some feature down there for next Wednesday. Does that try and push down northerlies? That does. So for a time, I was like showing a bit of a cold spell there with high pressure movement from the southwest. Before that slinks into Europe. As it tries to, it was like trying to bring in the cold plunge down with high pressure towards the west. Let's have a look at if that cold plunge will bring down any snow. So yeah, we're just under mild there for the rest of this week. But the 6 o'clock run was showing a bit of a cold plunge towards the start of next week. So maybe the risk of some winteriness for parts of the UK for the latter part of next week, but the latest run was not in agreement. But what's in agreement is I could expect some rough weather on the way, some severe gales at times. Again, we'll keep an eye on during the week, and we'll mention live on the Thursday night show. So quickly run through the 6 o'clock. So these winds coming through during the week. And it was coming into next Tuesday into Wednesday, which was bringing that. There it is, that feature there for Wednesday. Before the winds changed to a northwest to northerly. Severe gales possible. Gale force, severe gales going down the North Sea there, which would be quite interesting. Risk of maybe coastal flooding for North Sea coast, but as I said, it's about 10 days away. So obviously, it might not happen at all. I'm going to stop the sharing there, and I'll probably leave it as that for tonight. I'm going to head off. I know it's a bit of a quick one tonight, so it's just me tonight. We should have Paul back on Thursday. I say it's a quick one, so we'll see you on Thursday at 8 p.m. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday. Any warnings that come up from the Met Office will obviously post on the Weather Fans page itself. Thanks for watching, and see you later.